Welcome to Castillo Arenoso, the Sandy Castle. This is a 1931 build Spanish Colonial listed by Laura McKinney with Keller Williams for $9.3 million. This place has a sick courtyard. It's got a double lot. It's steps away from the most epic surfing ever at the Wedge. Let's go inside and take a look. Hey Laura.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, come on in.
Thank you.
Welcome to 1585 East Ocean.
Awesome, I'm so excited to be here. I can't wait to tour your new listing.
Sounds great, let's take a look.
Yeah, so before I get started, I would love to chat with you a little bit more about the things you love about this home.
Absolutely. So this home is a Spanish Colonial revival. One of my favorite features about this home is not only was it built in 1931, it has the original servants' quarters with a lot of the original windows. You see this ceiling, two-story window here. There's a lot of ornate, intricate details about the property, as well as a lot of the original doors and iron. So it has a lot of that charming,
so much history.
Character. But it's fully renovated on the inside in 2021, so it has all the new age amenities that you would like with all the old world charm that brings that history and the future together.
So when I first spoke to you and asked you about doing this tour, you had mentioned that you absolutely love the courtyard, and we are standing in this spectacular courtyard. So maybe tell us a little bit more about that before we head inside.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is pretty rare space to have down here on the Balboa Peninsula. This home is on one of the most rare and highly coveted double lots. So instead of having this long, narrow, skinny lot where you don't get a lot of outdoor entertainment space, we are situated on a double lot. So we have this big L-shaped property, which allows us to have this big, beautiful courtyard with this authentic Satillo Spanish tile that continues on into the first floor of the home. And yeah, it's just a great entertainment space. I mean, we get people walking up and down all the time that peek through the gates that are like, can I see inside your house? Because it's just so unique and different from anything else that exists on the peninsula.
Totally, yeah. The double lot is a game changer because, you know, obviously people here are active and they can go to the beach or go to the different parks, but having this private outdoor space where you can kind of create an indoor-outdoor lifestyle without having to leave your property is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
and there's a full bathroom right off the courtyard.
I love it.
Right
I saw
when you get
it.
done on the beach, you go straight into the shower before you even have to go into the house.
Perfect. Well, thank you for having us. We're going to go inside and take a full tour, and we'll see you soon.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, guys, so I'm standing in this amazing courtyard, and I want to just talk about this because I think this is super unique. Right here, there's this beautiful built-in fountain. This home is Spanish Colonial, so there's a lot of Spanish features here. A lot of these features are original, but this is built in with some Spanish tiles, probably like handmade and sun-dried. Fun fact, I used to be in the tile industry, so it's funny that I knew that. I just think it's a beautiful feature. It creates a lot more of that like calming, peaceful environment because the water flow is really nice. You got this beautiful built-in barbecue. You've got this awesome gas fireplace. Check this out. And you just have a ton of seating area, right? And again, Laura had mentioned this is a double lot. And I'll talk more about who the perfect buyer is for this place. But the fact that it's a double lot gives you the ability to have this. Most homeowners on the peninsula, don't have this opportunity. They have to either go to a local park or they got to go to the beach to find their outdoor space. Here, you got it all. And the outside is something I definitely want to comment on as well. So again, the way the stucco is done is very Spanish Colonial. I love the white. I love the green accents and the awnings, the green trim around the original windows. Somebody could come in here and restore these windows, paint them and keep them and just keep the history. You've got beautiful clay tile on the roof. You've got original front door. You've got these blue French doors that just create this open indoor-outdoor experience in this property. Amazing balcony. I mean, there's just so much history here that there's a lot going on. And it's really, really cool. And that's also on the inside as well. Lots of history on the inside. So come inside. Let's check out the kitchen area. Okay, so welcome inside 1585 East Ocean Boulevard. I'm gonna start with the kitchen here. You've got some traditional features. Obviously, granite counters were probably not the material of choice back in 1931. This home is almost 100 years old. It has been updated since it's been built on the inside. You've got some newer cabinets, some traditional granite countertops. The one thing I do love is how big this kitchen island, and I also love the two-tone of granite. It just creates a nice little contrast. You got beautiful, rich wood crown molding that matches the cabinets and really nice upgraded appliances. The thing I love most about this kitchen, you do get tons of counter space. I just love how it's open to the outdoor courtyard, but I also love how it's open to the living room. You know, if you live in this type of property, you're probably entertaining people. It's just a great home for entertaining, and I love the fact that you can cook here. You could put the food or the beverages on the counter. People can come, easy access to go to the courtyard, because I just feel like if you're living at the beach, you're living at this house, you're probably gonna be at the courtyard a ton. And so it's just a perfect layout in my opinion. So the fact that this floor plan was designed in 1930 and built in 1931 is a testament of the design in terms of how everything flows. Now, the one thing I do want to preface is that as much as we love to showcase properties that are dialed in, properties that are staged, properties that are vacant and just show really well, sometimes when you're selling properties, sellers have specific life situations going on. So the seller currently lives here, so you're going to see a lot of personal property, and this property has not been staged. So do your best to see beyond the personal items and focus more on the layout, focus more on the features of the property, focus more on the location, because that's really what a buyer's gonna buy. All this stuff's gonna be gone really soon. Now, getting back into it, I love the details on the ceiling. I think that's really cool. If you've seen videos in the past, you know that I am a ceiling guy, so that's really cool. And also the flooring here, you've got the same exact Saltillo floor tiles on the inside of the property as you do in the courtyard. So it does create a nice, smooth indoor-outdoor transition, which I really love. Tons of built-ins, tons of storage, and a really great space. A really great space. This area is also open to the courtyard. So again, you got French doors on this wall, and you have French doors on the kitchen side. So not only is it easy access to the outside, but it's also easy access for that ocean breeze to come in. We are literally one house away from the sand. There's a couple other features about living in this area that I think are really cool. This home is literally steps away from the Wedge, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. You got some storage right here, and then you've got one bathroom down here. Let me show you. This bathroom is really cool because this is the bathroom that actually leads to the courtyard. So I don't know if you remember hearing Laura talking about why this bathroom is significant. If you go to the beach, if you've got sand on yourself, if you got to shower and clean off before you go in, this is kind of like the mud room of the property. So it's very convenient to be able to keep the house clean, but still clean yourself off after an awesome day at the beach. So we are standing in what was formerly the servants' quarters. So if you look on tax records, this property is actually 5 bedrooms, but the way it shows today, it's only 3 because there have been some modifications made. This room is being used as kind of an office. So you've got built-ins here, you've got a desk here, you've got a really big walk-in closet right here. They're using it, they got a shirt press here, and they've also got kind of a podcast studio here. You know, maybe they're content creators like I am. Wonder what their YouTube channel is. Maybe it's a channel talking about Disney figurines, because there's a lot of Disney figurines in here. In fact, the seller of this property is a wholesaler for Disney, which is why you'll see some pretty spectacular items in here. Anyway, let's go upstairs and check out the top level. All right, so the second level is basically the level where all the bedrooms are. And I love, the first thing I see here is, I love this window. It's an original window. Is it efficient with utilities? I don't know, but it is beautiful. And if I bought this place, I would 100% restore it if I decided to keep this design. But it goes all the way to the first level, allowing maximum sunlight in. This area is a flex space. I could see myself putting a mat here, maybe doing some stretching. Maybe it's a kind of like a Zen room. I really think it's really open to interpretation. Then you have this wing of the primary where there's a built-in office space. You got a beautiful fireplace. You got like higher ceilings, which make everything feel really open. Again, this area used to be 2 additional bedrooms. So I feel like they've opened up and removed some walls to create a little bit more of a primary suite. And you can see how large it is. You've got a huge walk-in closet here, huge master bath right here. Check this out. A lot of the older, richer features. We've got some marble here. You got some marble inlay. You know, when marble was in, this was like pretty spectacular. Now, obviously, styles have changed and design strategies have changed, so somebody could come in here and redo it. But again, when we talk about space, this is really nice. I love these small details right here. This beautiful glass that just allows sunlight to come in but keeps the privacy. Lots of lighting. You have what you need, soaking tub. It's a nice bathroom. And then you've got a huge room, pretty big room. You've got another retreat here, so you can put your couch here, you can read books here. You've got a huge walk-in closet here, probably about 15 feet wide. You got about 10 feet that way, you got about 10 feet that way. And then I think my favorite part of this entire room, outside of the office, outside of the flex space, outside of the huge bathroom, and the 2 walk-in closets, first of all, actually I'll show you this side first and then we'll turn around. You've got this awesome balcony. I just love this balcony right here. You know, when you live by the beach, you have to find ways to get out. You got this beautiful courtyard, I'm overlooking it. It's kind of like a runway here, so it connects one side of the primary to the main area of the primary. It's just a beautiful place to just hang out and stand and just relax. You can hear the fountain. I can see the views of Fashion Island. It's just a really, really, really cool spot. So come back inside with me. I want to show you the peekaboo view from the master. All right, check this out. This view is actually more significant than the one downstairs. Look how beautiful and blue the water is today. In fact, if you look really close, I don't know if you can get that, George, there's somebody sitting on the sand right there just by themselves, just enjoying a beautiful Friday in Newport Beach. So I'd love to also talk a little bit about the location and why it's really significant. So this is a double lot property, which gives you the ability to have a more spacious property and a courtyard. It is literally one home away from the ocean. But the reason why this is such a cool location is because you're literally steps away from the Wedge. And I want to share with you a few fun facts about the Wedge. Number one, it's world-class shore break with huge waves. The Wedge is created by wave reflection off the jetty, producing waves up to 30 feet high. The crazy thing is the Wedge was actually born by accident. The wave formed after harbor modifications in the 1930s, driven by tragedy. In 1926, a teenager, George Rogers Jr., drowned, and his father lobbied for jetty improvements that were completed in 1936, and those improvements inadvertently created the Wedge's signature swell, and literally people come from all around the country, the world to surf this legendary wave. And lastly, it's a cultural landmark in Southern California, featured in endless summer surf culture songs, and even tied to John Wayne's shift from athlete to actor after sustaining an injury body surfing here. So if you're into legendary surf culture, you couldn't be closer to one of the most iconic spots to surf or body surf, hands down, in Newport Beach. Let's continue this tour. Okay, there's a hallway bathroom here, another full bathroom, and what I realized is I haven't really talked about all the different features of this property just yet. So before I share with you my thoughts on this specific room, just want to let everybody know this place is listed for $9.3 million. It is a double lot. It's got, on tax record, shows 5 bedrooms, but it shows as a 3-bedroom because of some structural modifications that were done, and it has 3 full bathrooms. The property is just under 5,000 square feet on a lot size that's just over 5,000 square feet. And there are some cool things you could do with this lot, but you got to wait till the end when I talk about who the perfect buyer for this home is, so you can really learn more about the total opportunity that's here. Again, we've got a lot of personal property in this room, but I will tell you as I walk around, it's huge. This room is like 16, 17 feet by 13, 14 feet. It's a really oversized room. I do love the fact that the windows have been upgraded. I like that. Dual pane. I love the beams on the ceiling. And again, recessed lighting was probably not around in the 1930s, so I love the micro updates that they've made over time. You know, this is a unique property, right? Not everybody wants a Spanish Colonial type property, but for somebody who loves that, this is literally a time capsule of history. It's beautiful. A lot of rich features. The wood floors are dark throughout. So you've got downstairs the saltillo tile that are rich in red, and then you've got this darker, richer wood flooring. You've got another bedroom here, the 3rd bedroom. And again, you've got all these rich features and trim around the window, around the crown of the room. This room also has a huge walk-in closet right here with built-ins, which is really cool. Good storage. That's one thing this home has a lot of is storage. So that's the top level. You got 3 full bedrooms up here. So what do we have left downstairs? We have the formal living space and the dining space. And then there's a couple features of this home that are original that I want to show you as well. All right, so there's a few more rooms to check out here. But again, there are so many nice features about this property that I want to share with you. So check out this window here. You can see the design on this window. And when you open it up, it just gets that ocean breeze coming in. It's so beautiful. There are so many rich features. Check out this railing right here. So I learned a new word today. The word of the day is patina. And if you look it up, basically it's a fancy way of saying aged over time, right? So for example, the easiest example I could give anybody of patina would be the Statue of Liberty. That Statue of Liberty wasn't made green. It was made in some type of metal material, but over time it has turned green. That's patina. This railing right here is patina, which means it's over time, it's aged, and it adds more character to it. Think Restoration Hardware before Restoration Hardware existed. Okay, let's go downstairs. All right, we're walking down one of the 2 staircases in this home, and the thing I love most about this staircase is all this custom tile work. Check it all out. Every single step has a unique pattern, a unique tile that really brings so much Spanish character into this property. Let's go check out the formal living. Again, there is a lot of personal property in here. I love a lot of the features. I love the archways going in and out of the room. I love the exposed beams. I love the dark, rich roof. I love the smooth interior walls. This fireplace is so, so, so cool. I love how they incorporated the Saltillo tile up here as well. Beautiful mantle, original windows. I mean, there's so many amazing things. And you got this beautiful eating area off the kitchen where there's a formal dining table, really cool windows, really cool fixtures. It's just, like I said, the word time capsule comes to mind. So who is the perfect buyer for this property? Let's go outside and talk about that. All right, guys, if you've made it this far, you rock. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Show me some YouTube love. Leave a comment. I read all the comments. I respond to all the comments. If you have questions about certain things, if you want to tell me how you feel about these properties I'm showcasing, go ahead and do that. So who's the perfect buyer for this place? There's 2 people that come in mind. So one is the owner occupied and one is the investor. So if somebody wants to live here, if somebody loves Spanish colonial architecture, they're gonna fall in love with this place. They're gonna restore it. Having a double lot is just an incredible quality of life. That person would probably live here. They probably have a bigger family. It could be a beach house as well. The second person I see buying this property is an actual investor. The cool thing about this property is it's zoned as a double lot. It has utilities for 2 separate properties. So somebody could come here, tear down this beautiful piece of history, and build 2 tall and skinnies in its place and sell those off individually and probably make a pretty penny doing it. Ultimately, at the end of the day, Newport Beach real estate is a melting pot of different types of homes. We've never toured a property on Peninsula Point. I'm so grateful to Laura and her team for getting us out here. Again, if you have any questions, you want to connect, whether you're thinking about buying, you're thinking about selling, you want information, you want to tour properties, scan the QR code on the top right. You can connect with me virtually or in person. And until next time, keep living the dream.